Greetings, everyone. Tim Anderson here, aka Renfell, and welcome to the next stream in the ongoing Inkarnate sessions where I am working on the maps for the Escape from Parthana module in the Weave in the Void tabletop campaign for our 5th edition tabletop setting. If this is your first time tuning in here on Twitch and you're not sure what you're watching or who we are, I'm part of the Wandering Hermits, which is a small little independent studio made up by myself, my brother, and my wife. And we are working on a 5th edition tabletop setting along with campaign modules, plus a point and click adventure game, and a book series in the vein of the old Dragonlance novels with chapter art. And everything is being produced through our Patreon page, which you can find over at patreon.com/Wandering Hermits. This is one of the final maps for the underground sections under the city of Parthana. This in particular is the Fuwar shipping agencies section. And this will connect to the sewers, which are going to be run by the Raven Syndicate, which is also the name of our guild in EverQuest 2. Tie-in for you lore junkies out there. Anyway, I did a session last week. I'm going to be trying to do 1 or 2 sessions a week in between my writing sessions, working on these maps and getting these all ready for the start of the new year. So for those of you who were here for the first episode, welcome back. If you're tuning in for the first time, let's give a quick explanation of what we got going on here. We've got the boats over here, and then these are caverns which lead over to this storm area, which has some stairs going up. Everything is to scale, so if we look down here, we have a little figure. I have to actually click on that individual character who is under the stairs, bring them up on top of the stairs. So we're building everything to scale at the moment. Got a lot of work left to be done right now. I'm outlining all of the tunnels and caverns, and once I'm done with that, I'll be painting the surface of the floor here using this grayish background as the background of the map. We're going to do today, we're going to be working on this bottom half of the map. We're going to put a couple more chambers in here, which are kind of from my original sketch, which I shared during the first episode. And I'm going to be then working on some sections that are not on my hand-drawn map as I work my way down to the entrance to the sewers, which is new, which is going to be fun. I don't know if we'll get there today. We're going to probably work for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I've got Star Wars: The Old Republic tonight with my brother, which I'll be streaming over on my personal YouTube channel. But in the meantime, y'all have got me here while I work on the map. So we're going to dive in. And if you are watching on Twitch, do me a solid and don't forget to follow along here on Twitch. We're a couple follows away from hitting that affiliate status. And if you're watching this later on over on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you get the updates for all of the future content that is being produced for the Weave in the Void. All right, I need to bring up my stamps. I probably actually don't need to just let's see what we got here. I got to bring the size down to 30 because that's what we were working with the other day. And this needs to be flipped. Maybe kind of have that continue to layer this. If I want to, I can just pull in sections of the caves here like so. I need it to curve. Something like that looks pretty good. See if I can pull in these other sections here. see, where's that? There's a short one right here. I can probably bring that here. And I want to join this down over here, so we're going to end up joining these two sections. Let's go ahead and I'm just copy pasting from other sections here so I can get the some uniformity, but also let's see, I want a curve. Not what I want to do. That grabbed two pieces. Where's that small piece? Right there. That's not the right one, is it? Oh, which is it this one? Yeah, that might work. Actually, let's do some rearrangement here. And let's go ahead and join. That's not a piece that I want. I need something. That might work. Not quite long enough to bridge the gap, but we can use two pieces, overlap them like that. Okay. Use that. Widen this chamber out a little bit. We don't want it to be too wide, so we can circle it back around here. You notice it's a lot more responsive today, and that's because I'm actually back to working in 2K as opposed to 4K. And that might be a little too uniform for just right there. And this is not going to be a piece that I want unless I've got it all. Nah, I don't like that piece for there either. That's the same one I just had. I'm herping and derping. I can't find a piece that I really want to use here. Maybe I just need to create something, my own unique little space. Let's come in here and bring something that kind of begins to curve back up. We can bring this back around because we're going to curve down, back out. Do a sharp curve here. Let's get one of these longer sections. Both of those ought to work. Let's get rid of this one for the moment. And if you're tuning in on Twitch right now, I haven't checked chat. I'll tab over here in a bit. Check it out. In the meantime, we's just working. Alright, that should get us something. I'm going to put a dead end chamber over here, and I actually want to have a branch off here. That's going to go towards different section. Nah, come on. Okay. This will be nice. Got to pay attention to the kettle on the stove. I gotta make some coffee for here in a bit. Alright, now I need to make another. Oh, getting tagged in Facebook. Better go check what that is. Never mind, I'm on the wrong tab. Why did it switch out? Oh, because it opened the tab on Facebook. Sorry, folks, I did the wrong tab there. Herpin' and derpin'. That's my sister-in-law, my wife's sister. Sharing some Facebook photos stuff. Alright, back to the map. I kind of want to have this come out. Excuse me. Oh, there's the kettle. Be right back. Alright, got the water in the kettle into the French press. And I want to do another opening like this. Okay. Have it open up. Can you elongate these things? Transform. Yeah, but it's not going to give me what I want. So, let's go ahead and use these shorties to kind of open this up the way I want. Sort of start to draw this back in. Now let's give it an abrupt. That looks pretty good. Kind of a standalone chamber down in here. And what I can probably do is if I have enough space down here is where I can put the title of the map. It ought to work down there in the bottom left, I think, rather nicely. Let's go ahead and give that a save. All right, I'm gonna go serve myself a cup of coffee. I will be right back. All right, got myself a European roast, and let's finish up the rest of this cave, working our way down into the sewers here. Probably have one, might have one more big chamber. Probably. Let's pull one of these. I need a slight curvature. Can I pull these three? I kind of like the way that looks. That might be too abrupt. We could pull that third one off. Spin it up a bit. That worked rather nicely. Okay. Give me one of these. That's the same as the one I just used. Let's use one of these. I kind of like that. Let's get another one. And one more. I kind of like the way that looks. Then we can spin another one of these ones up. Let's start to open up this cave a little bit. Into a chamber. And I don't know what Chrysalis do. I hear Christmas music. All right, here, Mariah Carey. Oh, she's probably on TikTok is what she's doing. All right. I probably don't want to open it up too much more. Something like this. Like that. It's the same piece, just in a different position. bring that right to the edge, just like that. And that'll be the exit to the sewers here. So this will be good. We'll have 1, 2, 3 chambers, 4 chambers. 1, 2, 3, 4 chambers, the storeroom, and then the way down to the docks. Complete with this coming down into the sewers. Maybe have this come in a little bit more like this. Perhaps even a little bit more. And then I need a sharp curve back. Is this the one I'm looking for? No, it's the wrong angle. I'll just make one. Where's the tiny pieces? Come up here. Thank you for sharing. All right, I'm rather pleased with those results. Now the question is, what do I want to paint the floor? The beach area will be a little bit different because that'll need to be blended. And this will be different because this will be hard packed dirt. I should look at see what other people have for sewers. Not a lot, it looks like. I might have to look up Caverns. What has he done with his floors here? You guys should be able to see that. Kind of depends on the area. Well, let's play around and see what we've got for textures. These are the dirt textures. That's too sandy. Snow and ice. Nope. 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 I feel like I wonder if this cobblestone would be good for in here. Like maybe they've. Oh, those are gonna be way too big. Hold up. Size 5. That's 51. 5 might work. I wonder if I should do it at 1. Let's try it at 1, and I'm going to need to see what it looks like. Oops. Let's go ahead and paint this. I might not like it when it's all said and done, but we're gonna take a look at this. Paint this entire area here. Okay, now we get into these tunnels. We probably want to ease it off a little bit, bring the opacity down. Paint it like it's fading in, like so. A bit thicker there. Okay. I might not like that when I do a high definition render. I won't be able to tell what this looks like until I do the high def render. That might be too uniform, so I'll be taking a look at that later on once I do the render. But in the meantime, it gives it at least as a slight cobblestone texture for the storage area. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to like that or not, but we'll worry about that later when we do the render. All right, what else do we got for the tunnels? For the tunnel floors, I mean, it needs to be. I could use this perhaps. What is this right here? Obsidian, that's too much. This might work right here. Let's check a look at this. Again, the size is at 100, which is going to be way too big. Five might work. Let's do 10. I need to turn opacity up. 10 might work just about right. So let's bring this across. Now it's not going to give me the it's not. I'm gonna have to do a slightly different. That might be too much rocks actually. Let me undo that because I think that's a little too uniform. So it's good to know that we have that, because what we could do is we could bring that opacity down to like 50% and maybe do some rocky corners here. Some sections that are rocky. And then sprinkle those throughout. That might work pretty good. In the meantime, I still got to find a texture for the floor. I mean, I used, I think I used this. Let's try this, that dungeon ground might be a little too brown is the problem. Because we also have brown on the walls. So out of curiosity. I mean, it might work if I do it very subtle. Let's just try it and see. Bring that opacity down a little bit more and fade it in there. Also need to fade it in here. Something like that. All right, let's bring that opacity back up to 70-ish. And let's just paint. I'm not going to give it a complete uniform coverage. That's why I'm not using the 100% because I kind of want to see what it looks like with a little bit of the gray still showing through so that it's not like 100% dirt or gray mud or anything like that, but a little bit of everything in here. And we're going to do something different out here because we need to feather this. Okay, let's bring that up in here. Number one rule of thumb, kids, don't color outside the lines. It's easier said than done. All right. That doesn't look too bad. I think I can live with this. For now, I may experiment with some more colors tomorrow. I like how I'm like leaning up into the camera, leaning up against my monitor instead of sitting back and relaxing. Okay. And we may want to change it to something else, like feather it into something else down here as we get close to the sewers to, let us know that we're getting into another type of material. What other kinds do we have? Oh, before I get sidetracked, let's make sure we get this at least down. Like I said, we're going to feather this with some other stuff. So I don't need to come all the way down. Oops, got a little carried away with that stroke. Definitely went outside the lines there. All right, that doesn't look too bad here. Now for the dock, before I go down and do since I'm already here, I want something. This is where I can use those rocks because I want these to be rather prominent. Oops, got to bring the size back down. Let's do 5 because we've got rocks. It's a rocky pebble beach, so we want lots of rocks here. Spreading that, probably bring some down into this ocean area. Give us that. Let's drop the opacity down a little bit more, and we will feather in even more. Like so. It looks pretty good. And again, it'll look a lot different when I render it out in 8K. So this is where, just because I've been working with this program for a while, when you're doing it in 2K, some of this has to be left to your imagination because you won't know what it looks like until it's out in the 8K render. All right, what else do we got? Can we put a little sand here? Like a very, very faint, pebbly sand. I think these are the only sands. I mean, I could go to the other textures, but I'm checking only here so far. Let's go to the Fantasy Regional. And I've got some more here. Yeah, I've got a lot more. So, going into the Fantasy Regional high definition ones, we've got the parchment textures as well in here. I want something that could look a little sandy without being, like, I don't want like Cancun sand. I want Black Sea sand, which would be a grayish. This might work right here, this ocean texture that they've given me. Let's see what this looks like. That might be a little too. Let's widen that brush up. That might work. Okay, let's try another. What do we got here? Not grass. Cracked ice. Dark gray. Where was the one I saw a minute ago? I know I saw it. Oh, here it is right here. Wasteland black. Let's drop this opacity down to 20-ish and just another layer here. Okay. Let's go ahead and save that. And let's see what we can do down here. Something coming in from the sewers. This looks interesting. They call it an orc texture, but let's put it at 5. Yeah, that might work. Let's bring this up. No, hang on. Bring that size down a little bit. Opacity up to 25. And let's go ahead and paint this coming in. So we can kind of see we've got some sort of creepy. It's very subtle. Just like there's some sort of, we're tracking something in from those sewer tunnels, some sort of sludge. I think that'll work nicely. All right, let's go back to that rock. Bring that back up to like 75. I want the size at 5. Let's bring that. I keep screwing that up. 5, and then bring the size of this brush up. Some rocks in here. Maybe bring the brush down a little bit. Put some rocks over there. Something along the tunnel here. Some in there. Oh, that's a nice subtle touch. I like this. Me likey. Put some in the middle here. Something like that. Oops. Overpaint. Maybe even have some coming in here on top of their cobblestone. Man, that's really cool. I do like that little rock feature. All right, I may want to. was too big. It reset on me because I clicked the wrong thing. 5. Get some more in here just for... Okay. That's looking pretty good to me. All right. I think we have that. I'm not liking this the way it looks right now. I don't care for it. What if we brought it up to 15? That might be too big. Again, I need to properly see it. I need to get it rendered out. But I'm not a big fan of that right now. I don't know if it should actually be like this cobblestone or if we should just do hard packed dirt. We could just try this and just like bring it all the way up, like it's just hard packed dirt. And see what this looks like. And then we had faded in here. So we need to fade it a little bit better. Like I said, I'm not convinced that this is the right color yet. It's a good start. Where are we at on time? We're close to an hour in. Let's do a little bit of placement over here. We don't need the... Yeah, we've only got this. So let's do... What do we got here? Tavern, camp, market, castle, or wizard. Ooh, I kind of like that bookshelf. We definitely need some beds. What do we got here? We got some mine carts, trapdoor, broken trapdoor. I kind of need some stairs. Rope bridge, that'll be interesting. Chests. Sewers has quite a few things. These I might want to use. Those stairs. Actually, these might be a little bit. Let's look here. Stairs. Which ones do I want to use? Because I know we've got stairs over here. But we need to go down a level. Hang on, not what I want to do. There we go. Oops. That doesn't look too bad. Got some stairs, but I kind of want to bring these up a little more so that we get the definition that we've got. But I don't mind spacing those out a little bit. Flip that around so we've got the end. That way it's sort of clearly defined that we've got some stairs, so that's a path down. What else we got here? I need like, I'm probably going to end up using the market one, yeah, because I've got crates. I need like the whole. All right, this is where we're going to get into size again because we've got our human here for scale. So 10 might be the size that we use. Ah, hitting things I don't need to hit. Do some random. Just get a bunch of crates out here. Stack you guys back up against the wall. If I want to do this properly, I probably better align these to the wall. Pull you guys out. That's distorting that rather weirdly. All right. I got some of these set. We could put one of these over here. Put a couple of these empty crates, which we'll put food supplies into later on. We can actually stack some of these like so. Bring that up a level. Bring you up a tier. Put you back over in there. Barrels. Oh, we've got uprights. Let's do some wine barrels. Oh, 10 is as small as it'll let me go. Oh, let's put these all the way into the wall. Something like so. They've got a nice, comfy little stockpile of wine going on. Look a little too uniform right here. Let's put one of those out front. One of those over here. And let's get one of those water barrels. Those need to be a little bit bigger. That ought to work. What's this one? What's the difference between those two? Huh. I don't like that one. Alright, let's move this box over. Stick this barrel right here. That. We'll put these boxes over here. And let's go ahead and put this one on top of all the others. Like so. Even put that one up here. Alright. And I'm going to put sleeping quarters down here, I think, next time. I'll put some beds around the ends here. And I'm going to want to go into 4K for the next section because I'm going to need better detail than what I'm getting with the 2K for placement of all this detailed stuff. So, but that'll be next time. I'm going to wrap this up since we're about an hour in. Thanks for tuning in, folks. If you watched this on Twitch, don't forget to follow. Stay tuned for more stuff. We do a lot of different things here on Twitch. We do Wednesday night stand-ups with all the development stuff that's going on. We do the Inkarnate streams. We've got tabletop miniature painting streams coming up, art streams from Chris coming up, and we, of course, do Dungeons & Dragons on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Central here on our Weave and Void Twitch channel. And if you're watching this later, over at YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get updates for all the stuff we do, and don't forget to join our Discord. Links are down below. Come hang out with us, and if you want to support what we're doing with the Weave and the Void, you can head over to patreon.com/wandering hermits and pick up a subscription over there on Patreon. We appreciate it. Till next time, everybody, stay safe, have fun.